Welcome to My Daily Thread. It's a great little place to get a snippet of wisdom from the yoga and the meditation masters to start or to end your day. I'm Jeff Lichty. All right, my friends, welcome back to the show. We are ripping our way through the Yoga Sūtras of Patañjali, looking for those snippets of wisdom. And we are on the Sadhanapada, that is the chapter on spiritual practice, they call it, but practice in general. And we have been talking about the kleśas for the last couple of weeks, really. And in chapter 2, verse 10, Patanjali talks about how the kleśas have to be dissolved right at their root to be completely eliminated. And then in chapter 2, verse 11, he talks about how meditation or dhyana is a way to help quiet and still the kleśas and eventually eliminate them. So meditation, it weakens the kleśas, but it doesn't completely eradicate them. That true eradication, that happens with chitta vritti nirodha. If you go back to the second verse of the first chapter, the first part of the Yoga Sutras, where he's saying, look, at the goal of yoga is to stop or channelize all of the chitta vrittis, all of the mind stuff. And so when we talk about the kleśas, we have to remember that avidya is the main one that kind of drives them all, and ego is right there beside avidya, and they're like these two soldiers leading the troops, and raga, that attachment to pleasure, dvesha, the aversion of pain, and then abhinivesha, that fear of death. They follow along with ignorance and ego. And then these kleśas keep us locked in a cycle of suffering. And as Patanjali stated previously, manifestation of those kleśas, they can be kind of very gross and super active, or they can be very subtle and just latent, kind of like I like to think of it like a crocodile underneath the water, right on the edge of a pond in Africa. You can't really see it, but you know it's there. And at some point, given the right circumstance, it can spring up. And so even when they're dormant or very, very subtle, they still influence our perception and our actions. So we're still there and we're still thinking about them. They're still lingering in the background. This goes to a little greater question, or not a question so much as a point. When we talk about the 8 limbs of yoga, which is coming up, and this idea of this thing called samadhi, that's that deep level of absorption. That's still a tool. That's not the end result of yoga. That's a really misunderstood fact about yoga. Modi, I think he's the Prime Minister of India. Samadhi is one of the big tools to be used to help us get to chitta vritti nirodha, but it is not the goal of yoga itself. But practically, meditation, it's really an essential practice for helping to clarify the mind. And when I say meditation here, I really mean the techniques of meditation. So these meditation techniques help us in finding some deep self-inquiry, and it helps us develop the discipline, a yogic discipline and practice. And it's those things that also help to weaken the kleśas. So it's sometimes it's definitely more than sitting on a meditation cushion and chanting Om and trying to meditate. Remember, we talked way back about how maybe that long distance runner who's like getting in that deep state of absorption is meditating as much as, me sitting on my cushion wondering when my kid's coming home. It's the discipline of meditation that's going to help weaken the kleśas for sure. But I'm a mere mortal. So it's cultivating that self-awareness. It's cultivating non-attachment, or really that non-dependence. And ultimately, it's settling into that deep sense of calm and clarity that helps us, and hopefully me specifically, allow discriminative wisdom, also called viveka, to basically percolate up. And so then that sets the stage for, hopefully at some point, cultivating chitta vritti nirodha. Moving forward, we're going to get much deeper into karma, and I'm going to consult ChatGPT because it's not my favorite. So I'll see if there's a way through this section of the sutras. All right, that's it for me today. Hope you're all well, having a great day, and I'll talk more tomorrow. Om, peace out. Okay, as a post-show note today, could you do us a favor? Give us a little review on your podcasty sites and providers, and also could you just share this with a friend? That'd be great. Peace out.